All right, you guys will live streaming right now. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready like Freddie? If you ain't, you gonna have to be. I know that's right. We're here. It's live.
Like, come on, you gotta make it.
It's just like, boom, boom, boom. What do we say? It's okay, showtime. It is showtime like no other time, okay?
Are we? Your camera not supposed to be off, right? Are we supposed to see y'all?
You shouldn't see me. Should you see? Are you seeing me now?
No. I was just making sure.
Okay. You know I can hear you. Uh-oh. I see you. Can you see us? There you go. All right. Perfect. Y'all let everybody see y'all, right? Y'all make it look like y'all smiling. Like y'all like me sometimes. I promise it's not even as long like I have it. Oh yeah, make it go.
So that Zoom won't record it?
Oh, it's recording. What I'm doing is right now is making sure it gets to all platforms. See, if you guys was I was under the impression that you guys were going to be not here. So it's easier for me to just like boop, 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 boop. There you go. All right, so add there, good to go. And we're ready. Okay, y'all ready? It's showtime. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tina Renee from Soulful Discussions, and I got some amazing people in the building today. Super excited. Guess what? Because when it all goes down, one of the things that I love about the folks that's on our platform, elevation requires creativity. It's also a platform that allows individuals like our guests today to be able to do what they do. So we're gonna start right here with Kelvin. What's up, man? Oh, you so hot. Look, Carol got me some gifts. Hand me that bag over there. I'm excited. You know you my best friend. Hand me that. Yes.
Okay.
Kelvin, Candie. Tell everybody who you are, where you from, and what you got going on in the streets.
I am from Malawi. I was born in Blacktown, Malawi. I stayed in Europe for a little bit. I speak a couple languages, 7. I understand 6 now. I lost 1. But yeah, it's true.
You speak 7 languages.
I speak fluently 3. I understand 7.
Okay, what 3 languages?
English, Chewa, and I'm fluent in Russian.
Oh my God, you want to teach me something because I be want to cuss the people out in all 7 languages, but they won't let me. They won't let me. God, you know what? Oh, Lincoln, Bias, what's up? They didn't tell you I was crazy, y'all. Y'all, you guys want to welcome Lincoln Bias in the building. What's going on, Mr. Lincoln?
Hey, it's a great day for sure.
Definitely. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Ohio. I came to Rockford via Naples, Florida.
Naples, Florida.
Yes.
You came from Rockford. Came from Naples, Florida to Rockford.
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because in Rockford, if you have any kind of motivation inside of you, if you get up to do something, someone will help you if you believe in yourself.
Oh, you did y'all hear what he said for the people that's out there? If you have any motivation within yourself, if you believe in yourself, someone will help you.
Absolutely.
and you see that, you're going to hear that. I'm telling you, throughout this whole entire meeting today, you're going to see how networking is your net word. Surround yourself with positive people of influence that's truly going to take you to that next level. Now, we do have elevated voices. Hey, sister soul, sisters, girls, how y'all doing? Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
I'll go first. My name is Alana Page. I am one of the co-founders of Elevated Voices. We started in 2021. I am a artist, mixed media artist. I am a MUA, soon to be licensed esthetician. I take my states tomorrow, so pray for me about that. Also, creative, trying to be community activist as well. All around creative. Yep.
Hello, my name is Philonise Brooks, born and raised in Freeport. I currently reside in Chicago. I do a little bit of everything. Also the co-founder of Elevated Voices, but I'm an actor, photographer, creative all around as well. Also just really want to give back to the community. So, yeah.
Now, I was under the impression that you guys have an amazing event that's coming up. How did you connect all four of you and plus more together? I know there has to be a mastermind behind it.
Social media being the guru, the amazing thing it is. Literally, really getting into the Rockford art scene, seeing what that's about. That's how I found Kelvin, his amazing work. And then I don't even know how I stumbled upon Lincoln, but I was so happy I did. I love him. Such a great person. And when I did see the pumpkins, oh no, Philonise, Melinda Cook, that's who did it. She has sent us some people to look up, and Lincoln Bias is one of those people. And so we had found them, saw the pumpkins, and was amazed. And also the cucumber dragon. He's an amazing artist, and I'm so glad that we were able to connect with him. And he's just been a great, person to have along with this journey.
Let's talk about Lincoln. You know, when I posted that you were coming on the show, they said, "Oh, the pumpkin carver! It is amazing." So I sat there, I'm digging through your profiles. I'm up there like, "Oh, okay." He's the bomb.com. He's making things happen. What made you get into carving and making those beautiful pieces?
It's a God thing. So I was living in Alaska, working in Alaska. So I had a job, they misrepresented it. I left that job. I went back to Anchorage, and I was walking around Anchorage, and I said, God, I've been doing right. I haven't been in the street in a long time. And I told you, if you help me, I was going to stay on the straight and narrow. And I started laughing. I said, I need some stuff from you right now.
Yeah.
I need dental insurance. I need health insurance. I need 401k.
You better say it.
I need a great job.
You better say it.
And I just started laughing about it because I knew he was going to do it. And I applied for a job in the oil field the next day, and I got the job. Once I got the job, then they wanted me to do salads. So I'm an overachiever sometimes.
So you was just hooking them salads up. It was
Yes.
beautiful.
So I got recipes from all the restaurants in New York. I hijacked. And then I started doing little butterflies and little roses. And from there, I went to watermelons, and then to cucumbers, then to carrots, making birds. But it was all because I wanted the food to look as good as it tastes.
You know what? And all because of the fact that you said, God, give it to me. You said, I don't know what I'm gonna. I think, what's inspiring is I think everybody have found themselves in that situation. I'm transparent with you. I literally quit my job so I can come home and take care of my husband. Yes. And I'm sitting here, and last night I was up there saying, Jesus, what's the next step for me? Why? Because, you find yourself in a situation, so it's real. So your testimony is real, and I think it's something that most people connect to, and connect with. And so now you are here making beautiful masterpieces that you can eat and enjoy.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Now, Calvin, you gave me all these sweets. How you know what size? Did you look at my thing? Now, I like to sit it. I like to slide in the size large, and I'm actually like a 2X, okay?
Well, if they want to
don't worry about it. I'm gonna slide in there. Look at this dress, y'all. Kelvin is hooking your sister up. So you telling me, look at that. This is beautiful, nice piece. You didn't mess up because I've been looking for look up. I don't know why I can't get a booty cheek up in there. I mean,
I got you. Like I said, I just brought something that gifted.
But look, y'all know I'm crazy. Why y'all not telling people I'm crazy? But I love it. I love it. How did you know black and white was my thing? It's different colors. I just love colors. So you make all these pieces?
Yes, I own High and Mighty.
High and Mighty, okay.
Yes, it's a rock food brand. It used to belong to Mario Kale. I think Ramirez. He moved to Vegas. We intended to collaborate, but life happened, so it was like you love it so much, like it's just right. We've just been beautiful.
So it's so important that I'm glad that you said it because you know I'm going to do a runway show, right?
Oh, me too.
Ooh, runway show. Okay, this is going to be great. So elevated voices. Tell everybody like June 19th is about to go down. Juneteenth is going down. What's all in store for the community?
We got a little bit of everything. We got our art vendors, we have our food vendors, along with some entertainment for the kids and just of all ages. I really think last year we just had such a good time just bringing people together, Black people especially, and then just allowing businesses, local businesses, to be able to have a platform to get out there. And yeah, so that's what we just want to recreate this year.
Now, tell everybody where it's going to be. You already know it, definitely. Where is it going to be at, you guys?
This year, we will be at Stevenson County Fairgrounds, which is, I don't know the address right off the top of that, but near Freeport's Walmart, like literally just across the street from there. It'll be on Saturday, June 17th, 1 to 6. I know a lot of people got like the days confused. Yeah, Juneteenth's the 19th, but the actual celebration is the 17th.
Definitely. For years I've partnered with Billy Adams down there to create Juneteenth. I did that for I think 2 years in a row with 105.7. And with me transitioning back to Rockford, I am so excited that you guys are keeping that torch going. And one of the things I'm going to encourage all the folks that's out there in Freeport to do is collab with Elevated Voices. There should not be 20 million events going on. The opportunity to create, to come together and show unity is huge. And then on top of it, I love the fact that we're bringing Rockford and Freeport together. Because if we didn't do that, who will? And so, let's talk about why was it very important for you guys to truly bring this and keep it as a focal point in Freeport.
Well, we always want to make sure we're uplifting Freeport as much as possible. And the best way to try and do that is make sure that we're accommodating for the melting pot Freeport is. Freeport is a bunch of Chicago people, a bunch of Rockford people. So we want everyone to have representation, especially even, without race, just, people from Rockford. You can do great things wherever you are. Don't let your surroundings dictate anything for you. Kelvin is doing great things. Lincoln is doing great things. Both are not only artists with their personal stuff, but they have businesses, and the way that they could expand upon those things. We definitely really wanted people like them to be in front of Freeport, because we're really trying to create the uplifting and elevating spirit. So, everyone is motivated to just be better and create change.
Definitely. Now, I heard artistry from Kelvin. What is it that you do, Kelvin, besides do the business with the clothing line?
I do photography.
Photography, yeah.
I paint a lot. And I think I just explore everything that interests me.
one of the things that I noticed about all of you guys are very free spirited. And the fact that your creativity is not locked in on one thing, you're able to capitalize on everything that you connect with, which is beautiful.
Thank you. Actually, right now I'm working on a collection.
Yes, speak loud.
Oh,
I want them to hear you. You working on what?
I'm working on a collection of paintings. It's an evolving show. It will start from portraits, and then those portraits will be turned to paintings, and then those paintings will be turned to abstract paintings. But for the first time ever, I'm actually doing a collection of just women and just painting women for the first time. So
Sounds
yeah.
like you need a model. Even though I'm fluffy, I can suck my stomach in. Let me do it right now. Can you paint me? No,
Absolutely.
I know. Just make my stomach look flat though, okay, Kelvin?
I want people to see real people.
Oh, so you
are
you want
beautiful as
you
well.
want the fat and everything? Okay.
Everything.
What? Just make sure you got the back then. Okay. But no, all jokes aside, I just love to have be around people that laugh because laughter, you guys gonna have some laughter there. You're gonna have some fun. We're hoping that Juneteenth event is an opportunity for us to connect as a unit. A lot of people think, just like with every other holiday, Juneteenth is just for Black people. Okay? No, it's for the whole community. In order for us to truly grow and have that diversity and inclusion aspect, we have to bring each other together so we can learn about one another, why we do the things that we do, why do we talk the way we talk. People say we're aggressive because we talk with our hands. It's the freedom of expression to say, guess what, I'm big bold, and guess what, I'm black and these black city, black on black on black. Love me for who I am, honey. Lincoln looking at me like this woman crazy. What, Lincoln? Am I too much juice for you? There you go. All right. So you guys gonna have some folks that's gonna be there doing art, right? Lincoln's gonna be down there showing up and showing out on the what you doing watermelons? What are you doing?
So I will be carving something. I don't know what yet because I carve a lot more than what you have seen.
Okay.
I also do birds out of carrots and different stuff,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take some art also. I have some pieces inspired by Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Oh, that is cool.
Okay.
So I will bring those and display those. I also have some prints that I created of African kings and queens. I will bring some of those. I have a few religious inspired prints, pictures of brown people in masses in the streets like of Egypt, that kind of.
Oh, I love it. So let me ask you guys something. If you were out there talking to your white counterparts or individuals from other races, what would you tell them about Juneteenth and what should they expect while they're there? That's for elevated voices. Philonise or Alana.
I know last year I had a lot of allies come out, and I really just wanted them to remember that the ESTA space is for everybody, but remember that you are an outsider coming into this space. So definitely be respectful of that. But also, like I said, the biggest thing of Juneteenth is buying Black, shop Black. If it's something that you like, buy it. If it's an art piece that you like, buy it. I mean, we're all about the Black dollar. So like, if you can give, this is the time to give. But also just learn, educate yourself. Yeah, definitely.
I love that when you said shop by Black. Now, mind you, that means our Black people, y'all make sure y'all tell is in attendance. A lot of these Juneteenth events, I see some of our white counterparts being there more than support of our Black counterparts, our Black brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna encourage everyone that's out there. 105.7. I know y'all making sure y'all connect with them and make sure they have you on their show. Y'all need to find these sponsors that Rockford, y'all make sure y'all donate to them. If folks want to donate to your organization, how do they do that?
We are on all media platforms, Venmo, Facebook, Cash App, PayPal, everything. Elevated Voices, like the Cash App sign, Elevated Voices, Cash App. PayPal, I believe it's just a hyphen in between. But if you just go to any of our social media platforms, you'll be able to find the links to all our digital donating platforms.
Now, Elevated Voices, what made you guys, Philip and Alana, what made you guys come up with Elevated Voices as being as a platform?
Like the name itself, or like just the group in general?
Your group in general, and name.
2020, I think, just like really motivated a lot of us. This March on Stevenson that took place in Freeport definitely was a driving force for myself. And I was like, hey, like, we need to be doing something other than this. And what can we be doing? And me and Alana were best friends before this. And so I had like shot an idea to her, and she was like, well, I also had this idea and I would love to do this. So he was like, well, two minds is greater than one. So like, why not? And then of course, it's asking our like relatives, friends that have the same ideas, hey, like, how can we do this? How can you help? And a couple of brainstorming sessions after, Elevated Voices was born.
Definitely. Tell us about your platform.
Now we got to dig into the notes. What? Right. So as far as like what we are really trying to do, and I can say at this particular point, we will be shifting, but for right now, our main thing is to elevate and show positivity, inspire, and try and do what we can to show unity, collaboration. So hopefully that can spark other collaborations and motivate other people that are within the community. Usually I'm the youngest in these town meetings, community meetings, and they notice that. And so then they, it makes them like, oh, well, maybe we need to help this group of people, so it's representation for us is a part of our platform, being a voice and again, elevating as much as possible any way we can.
Definitely. Well, I saw that the Rockford Art Council was very excited about you guys coming. Who's on that? Of you guys.
I'm not.
Oh, so just support.
It's just the love.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's the love. One of the things that I always say when I think about Rockford, I think of it as the new Atlanta, but better. Okay, I'm sorry, but better. I think we're in a true growing opportunity, a growth spurt, because I see more networking events. I see more collaborations amongst the Freeport and Rockford and Beloit cities. And I just see more people just doing what they love, whether or not it's starting a business or mentoring or guiding and supporting one another. Now, so my challenge to you guys would be is, what are we going to do to just truly, or you going to do to help truly keep us moving in a positive direction right here in Rockford or in Freeport?
Well, I personally, I think I would say what my mom told me. I did an event, it was successful more than I thought. I was like, oh yeah, so gassed up. And she said something that, it's great that you realize the gift you were given.
Yes.
Now you have to carry that responsibility. But also she said that you also have to understand, to be an artist, you have to be able to talk to everybody.
Yes.
Because that's, for me personally, art is like the soundtrack of our lives. Artists truly record what was going on at the times they're in, So I feel like for me personally, it's just do events that engage conversation. Most of my work, most all my work has a message behind it. And the goal for me is, if we can look at each other just as human beings, it will actually promote dialogue, because we all dream of the same.
You better. Okay, Kelvin. I love that. The reason why I'm excited about that is because a lot of the times when we look at, when I say Black counterparts and white counterparts, that distinguishes us. But when it all boils down, we all bleed red. And so the fact that if we realize that even though I'm dark skinned and I still have the ability to do anything and truly be able to inspire white and Asian, whatever the case may be, if we're really truly in the business for touching and changing their lives, then guess what? It doesn't matter about the color of your skin. Lincoln, look, you want to say amen, Lincoln? Don't be looking at me like that.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I have a habit of cutting people off the time, so I'm just trying really hard to
You know, yeah, I'm just messing with you. You know, it really doesn't matter about the color of your skin. And when it's done authentically, unapologetically, then guess what? That connection is pure and it just happens. What's your thoughts on that? How can we truly get the momentum going and truly support one another here even more in process?
well.
We're in Freeport.
I agree with everything that's been said. It's all amazing, but just to add just a little bit to it, I think a lot of times you go to speak to someone, you have to prepare yourself to speak, as in getting your mind right, but more so getting your heart right.
Yes.
Because if your heart is not right, people will not accept you. They will be defensive and they won't be able to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important to show up for other people if you want them to show up for you. If there's an event and maybe you don't understand it, go anyway, support the community.
Yes.
Because when it's something that you're doing, it may be somebody who doesn't really understand it, but they come hear what you have to say and see what you're doing. And I think that's a really big part of moving forward is supporting each other, networking, and just understand genuinely that if you love people, like really love people in your heart, you will learn something every single person.
You better say it, Lincoln. I want to say amen. Yes, and what about you, ladies? Like, truly, how do we get the momentum going to truly drive networking, drive engagement, and truly drive the love of our community? Whichever one of you guys want to go first.
I really just like, I feel like they covered a good chunk of what I would also say. But just listening, getting comfortable, getting uncomfortable. Yeah, I think in order for us to actually be able to connect as one, we have to know that it's not gonna be like easy, and every interaction is not gonna be, I don't know, like, because like anxiety is definitely a thing. I think I go into every conversation a little nervous, but like it's okay. Like it's definitely be okay with that uncomfortability and just listen to each other.
Definitely.
And I would add, also like just keeping in your head that we're all human. We all have emotions. We all have things we're going through, and that affects us. It affects how we view things, and just being mindful of the humanization. Not everybody's gonna have a good day. And so that affects the decisions that we make and different things like that, giving people grace, but also, focusing on the issue at the same time.
Definitely. Well, as you guys know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we just recently had an event on Saturday where we talked about how do we truly break the stigma of mental health. And it's okay not to be okay, which is why I brought it up, because Alana said everybody has bad days or have bad times in their periods. We're seeing more people dying. We just literally, Tina Turner, God rest her soul, she passed today. We're seeing people, yes.
Oh,
My idol, that's where I get the legs from. Don't look down at feet, okay? But I get inspired. People, family members are dying. People are losing their business back to back. Mental health is something that a lot of us have probably struggled with in our life at some point, or know someone that has. How do we break the stigma when it comes to mental health? I'll start with Elevated Voices now.
First, it again back to realizing that we're all humans and we all have went through things, and not everybody has the tools. And I think that's more so of a pill that every individual needs to swallow, that you don't have the tools, all of the tools to get through life, and you need everybody needs someone to talk to, someone to confide in, and not everybody has that in their family. Because not all therapy needs to be with a psychologist, but I do feel like meditation is a form of therapy. Talking with a leader from the community that you are super close with, that could be a form of therapy. But breaking the stigma of that it makes that you crazy, you got to be crazy in order to, that's why you need it. You need it because something is wrong with you. It's just something that everybody needs. We all need somebody to that we trust to unload on, because we can't do it. We had last week Jamia on, and she said that she went through all of college without really talking to somebody, and that impacted her. And she wished she would have talked and unloaded and not have kept everything in to be a burden on her. And so, a lot of people, they kind of hold everything in, but it's just, it only hurts you in the end. So,
Definitely.
I agree with everything a lot said, but also add on that it's an ongoing process. I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm in therapy, I'm good. A lot of the stuff that a lot of us carry, it's not gonna go away. You're just learning enough tools to be able to be like, okay, I can acknowledge this emotion and I can process this and I can keep going. But it's my therapist, she always says, healing isn't linear. You're gonna have ups and downs the whole journey. So just like being, like I said, getting used to that, I think is a big thing. And just talking about our emotions more and more openly. Yeah, that would be what I would add to that.
You guys got anything to add to that? Mental health? How do we break this stigma?
Just my thought. I think mental health is important, but us, or we as a culture of people who have been traumatized, and whether you realize you have been traumatized or not, you still have been traumatized. We live in a place where for so long, still to this day, we are semi-governed by fear. That's always been the narrative when it comes to this culture. And I think there are a lot of people who do not want to understand the atrocities that our ancestors, our grandparents, and their grandparents have been through. And I also think that due to the fact that they went through these things, they taught these negative behaviors to their children, but maybe their children didn't need that. So now you have children adopting negative adult behaviors and children learning from traumatized parents. And then it gets to the point where nobody sees it as trauma. They just
normal
existence. What they see is, we've always been like that. My last name is Brown. Everybody knows if your last name is Brown, you're angry.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Brown. That's not how it should be.
Should be, yeah. you should be happy, Mr. Brown.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I love it. Go ahead.
Oh, so I think we need to work more on identifying why things happen the way they happen and not be afraid of change, because it's really hard to look at people who are supposed to be your heroes and say, maybe I didn't get everything the right way. There's a lot of things that have to go on and a lot of parts that have to move. But I think if we are willing to identify things, we can change. And I think if you get to a point where you want to keep changing, but you don't know what to do, look at your relatives, and whatever you see wrong in them, pray that for yourself, because it's probably wrong with you too.
You got anything to add?
Absolutely. I think we need to promote, like we said, dialogue and conversation. I know it's great to be very individualistic, but also I come from a world where if you don't see your neighbor in 2 days, you go home. Like, hey,
yes,
what's going on? Are you okay? So I feel like that if we make it normal to talk about problems or what we're going through, I feel like it will save a whole lot of lives.
Yeah, definitely. And and what really brought to my attention, I think kids nowadays that is dying for suicide because they couldn't talk or felt like no one listened. Which is something that I love the fact that you guys, all of you guys said is like we need to talk more, and also be able to look ourselves in the mirror and say where's that trauma. Lincoln, I love the fact that you said a lot of that stemmed from the family, and it's something that has gone from one generation to the next generation to the next. And so my words of encouragement is out there to the world and for each and every last one of you guys, that you are enough. You are enough. You have the ability to change. So I always talk about three things: power, connection, change. Power is the mindset. So if you see that there's something wrong or things that you should just do it. Nothing is stopping you. You can say, I want to stop smoking today. Boom, boom, boom. You stop smoking, which means that guess what? There's has to be some change that needs to happen in your life. So no longer will I allow someone to put me in a negative mindset because I'm going to put boundaries there. That's that change, right? That's the power change. Connection is that some connections have to be broken in order for you to move on. So in order for you to move on, you have to say, okay, no longer will I allow someone to disrespect me. No longer will I allow someone to hurt me. No longer will I accept trauma in my life. You're going to have ups and downs in your life, but how do you deal with that is the key, you guys. And so today I'm excited because number one, power, connection, change. The power is a mindset that come together that's going to create this amazing Juneteenth event in Freeport at Stevenson County Fair. And they're bringing out all races from all creeds. And guess what? We're going to have a dang on good time, right? And then on top of it, the change is that hopefully that we make some connections down there. When we learn how to work together, come together, we create amazing events just for our community. Change. It ain't gonna change unless we put some oomph in it. You got to get off that sideline and go run that ball, baby. And guess what? There's no more Martin Luther King. The Martin Luther Kings are actually each and every last one of you. There's not one person that's going to make the change. It starts right with you. So be the lead the example that you want to see out here, as I say, in these streets. All right, before we get out of here, any last minute words of wisdom? What you got going on?
Words of wisdom, not for good decisions.
Oh, say it again. Say it loud and proud. Say it loud. Not proud.
I'm just soft spoken. Not for good decisions. Feel great, and what I have going on, like I said, a collection of paintings, and I'm hopefully going to do a fashion show August at the Necklace Conservatory.
And then he's gonna do a fashion show with me. I've already said it. I'm thinking it's gonna make this. Okay. Tell everybody where they can find you at all social media sites, and also to get this one book the bag.
Thank you. Currently, we were at the Rockford Art Museum, but because they're doing renovation, I had to take some of our stuff out. But you can find us on Instagram, Facebook. If anything, the Hub Art Gallery, go check that out. And yes, thank you very much.
Yes. Ooh, you know what? Next setting, I don't care. It's gonna be y'all gotta come back. I'm sorry. Right before we're gonna do an in-house session. This Zoom is okay, but baby, in-house is off the chain. Lincoln, what you got for the world? Words of wisdom and where they can find you on all social media sites.
Words of wisdom. It's really hard to follow this gentleman, so I just have to speak my heart. And for me, it's really simple. Love thy neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Period.
And what do I have going on? So I'm gonna bring some artwork out. 2 different works. I'm also an artist and soap carver. So I'm trying now to carve some soap to bring to the event. I paint rocks. I paint mandalas on rocks. So I'm going to try to paint some rocks with mandalas and bring a few of those.
What don't you do? Okay.
I also own Buckby Weed Company, 1018 South Main Street. So I would also like to bring some treats on that day.
I know that's right. I'm coming to visit you. Hey, neighbor.
So I think that my booth will be, like he said, a collection of my art, which is a collection of me and what I went through certain times.
Yes. Lincoln Bias, Kelvin, Candie, the second. Y'all, they're right here in Rockford. So y'all gotta make sure y'all stop by and y'all gotta frequent them. Y'all ain't got no excuse, and if you're in Freeport, you ain't got no excuse to even come take a ride. While y'all down here, y'all frequent them. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up at the Squizz's Bar and Grill on the weekend. Elevated Voices, y'all ladies, y'all tell everybody where they can find y'all on all social media sites and any words of wisdom.
All right, you can find us. Facebook is really our hub. So if you really want to see our like day-to-day posting, definitely check us out on Facebook, Elevated Voices. We're on Instagram as well, ELVD Voices. My words of wisdom, I know our tagline is stay elevated, so definitely stay elevated. Also throwing out there, we are still looking for volunteers for the day of. So if you are interested in getting involved with our event, please reach out to us on any of our platforms or email us elevatedvoices2022@gmail.com.
Definitely.
I was gonna add, oh shoot, dang, now I done lost it. But spread kindness, spread love, stay connected, keep uplifting everybody, keep uplifting each other and uplift yourself. And if you trying to look for us personally, mine's is Alana Renee Artistry on Instagram. Philanese is Philanese Brooks 30.
It's Philanese 30, but you
Philanese 30. There we go. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, if you want to get your face did and your body thing, baby, you make sure you hit a lot of one of the things I gotta spill my secret. You do photography, right? Y'all do that. A lot of have you looking up in that thing, okay? They speak, she's a stylist. I gotta plug y'all for real. I ain't playing, okay? Esthetician, she's a stylist. She told me, Tina, come with me, and I'm gonna get you beat, okay? These ladies have been doing amazing things in the Freeport area, and I just can't wait to see that Juneteenth. I wish you nothing but love, peace, and soul, y'all. Look, I'm ready back, right here on Soulful Discussions. I love y'all. And ladies, y'all keep on doing what y'all do out here. It's your girl Tina Renee. Y'all can find me as Tina Renee Singer on all social media sites. If you don't know what I look like, the little change lady that's out there in these streets that can't keep her eyes open. But make sure y'all tune in every Monday and Wednesday from 6:45 to 8 o'clock, right? Right here on Soulful Discussions. I love y'all. See y'all later.
Yeah.